Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester, and look where we are. We're back in Studio A, right here in downtown. Well, not downtown, on 23rd Street. We're tickled to be back. We have not forgotten about Studio B. We love Studio B. Got a lot of mileage out of it. We're still going to keep it set up, and we're going to use it some. We're going to shoot some shows out of there too. So we're just excited to be back. I know it's early and everything, but we're just excited to be back. It's simple as that. And we're going to be bringing most of the shows to you from here, or either in the field or on the water. Let's get started with our weather. We got so much to go. No way we're going to get it all in a day. We may have to do another show tomorrow. But river reading, well, high today 81, low 71, water temperature 81. And it's really warming up now. Some kings are being caught. I'm getting some good reports. The water temperature is critical now on a migration, and we'll talk about that as we have in years past. The Mountain Dew river readings, Mountain Dew now, take it out and do. Get out and do. Our apparatus code at Bluntstown is at an 8.7. We're glad to get the readings back for the river readings. A lot of people really enjoy those. It's 8.7 Apalachicola, and the Choctawhatchee at Caryville is a 4.5. Those rivers are going to be in good shape, looks like this weekend, so keep that in mind. Our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. We're looking at today is, of course, June the 3rd, Wednesday, right in the middle of the week, but it's okay today. But look at the next 3 days, how strong those tides are. They're amazingly strong. I mean, really big tides and all, so keep that in mind. That brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Now, the fish and game time today brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers down in Port St. Joe. We're looking at 10:45 to 12:45, right in the middle of the day, and 11:13 tonight to 1:13 a.m. in the morning. All right, that takes care of our weather. Let's take our break, and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back, and we do mean welcome back, literally. Welcome back to our Studio A, and it's been a great run. It's not over yet. We still got to be careful and everything, but it's getting a little bit better. So we're proud of that. We're thankful for that. This is going to be a special show because it's our first day back, and I wanted to do something special. So the very first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to wish a happy birthday to this young man, Mr. Buck Buchanan. Folks, today he is 102 years old, and he is a healthy 102. I don't think I've ever known and conversed with people at that age. I've known of them and sort of spoke to them. I've known Mr. Buchanan, Mr. Buck, a long time. I actually interviewed him for the book. I did a little story on the Buchanan family from West Bay. They're some of the founding families of West Bay. His story is remarkable. In fact, I did in the book here, when I finished up section 1, I ended with this poem and all that he wrote, and he's such an outdoorsman, such a creative mind, and so active and all. And I'm gonna read this poem to you about the times he spent with his brothers in the outdoors. But at 102, I want to wish you a very happy birthday. The family, the Buchanan Bridge, the West Bay Bridge is named after the family and all. And now he was born, get this now, what year was he born? 1918. What was going on in 1918? How about World War I? Do you know of anyone that was born in World War I? And he had such the Home Guard and everything, he had such a great history. Now, when he turned 100, Gail and I went up there to Chipley. He lives up there in Chipley, right next door to his son, Fred. And he does Fred's yard. Usually the son does the yard for the dad. Well, he does the yard for everybody. I think one of the reasons for his longevity is his active. He stays active mentally and physically, and I just love being around him. Like I said, when he turned 100, Gail and I went up there and did a big interview with him, and then we were going to do a show on him, and things don't, the hurricane hit. And I had to rebuild and then all this, and I still have that video of him and his reflections. Now, when I talk about his reflections, he's written a couple of, you see all these right here? He's written all these right here. Memories not to be forgotten about the Buchanan family. And okay, how about West Bay, a town with a future? O.A. Buchanan. He did it in 2007, so he was what, about 90 years old. And then right here he did, Fishing Around West Bay. That's his book right here. And Memories Not to Be Forgotten. He wrote this one in '96. So if you hadn't written a book and you want to write one, it's never too late. But what great stories. And I remember when I was talking to him one time, one thing just sticks out of my mind. He worked for the Department of Transportation for years, was a surveyor and all, and engineering and all. And he actually, here's something that just stuck in my mind. You got to flash way back to when they were building Interstate 10. He drove as a surveyor, his crew and his people, engineer. He drove the very first stake in Florida for I-10. It's right on this side of the Alabama state line. He drove the stake, starting the survey. I know that's something a little in trivia maybe to some of y'all, but to me that just blew me away. That I-10, look at it now. Here it was, right the very first stake, and it was just amazing. And I'm talking about the days of West Bay. He saw the intercoastal waterway being constructed. He saw them digging it out. He said West Bay. I asked him how was West Bay in those days and all. And that water was just crystal clear, with grass all over it, and crabs are just full, just teeming with fish. You can imagine it in those days and all. What a great time to grow up. So I want to wish Mr. Buck Buchanan, I got a picture of him. Let's see. We got one picture of him. Fred sent me, here we go. Here's another picture of him right here. Here's a better picture. He's out there picking berries and all. Picking blueberries. Mr. Buck Buchanan, happy birthday. I tell you what we're gonna do. I've never done this before, and you'll see why I've never done this before. I'm gonna sing happy birthday to Mr. Buck Buchanan. And I know, don't turn off the TV yet, but it's really special to me. So my family just makes fun, literally, and hurts my feelings about my singing ability. And I can't sing very well. And my mother had the most beautiful voice, and it skipped my generation, and my children have some musical talent. But here we go, for you, Mr. Buck Buchanan. Today is your 102nd birthday. We're proud of you. We just think the world of you, and the world is a better place because of the things you have done. So, and I'm going to read some of these stories and all to you that he's written and everything about the early days, but to be born in World War I. All right, ready. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Buck Buchanan. Happy birthday to you. I hear all those clicks of the TV turning off. Let's take a break. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. There's one more picture I'm going to show you. Then here he is. His niece, Connie Buchanan Schuler, sent this one. Happy birthday, Buck. But I wanted to show you this because of the yard. Guess who does that yard? Is that not beautiful? It's pretty than mine, and I'm jealous. Okay, let's look at some of these pictures. We've got all kind of pictures. I may not get them all in today. Y'all been really good about sending them. We'll just start with this one right here. Jason Benz with Jeremy Mullis. They went out Monday, a quick Monday morning work, and look at that yellowfin and king. Monday was a good day. Good job, Jason Benz. All right, let's see. Get on through. Luke Drummond, 11 years old. Check this out. Luke Drummond, Bo sent this one. Is that not a fine catfish? Good job, Luke Drummond. So I got there's another picture of it. Let's see how big his head is. Fishing on Choctaw. Thanks, Bo, for sending that. Rob Holly, but we were talking about the drum biting off the Lynnhaven Bridge. We were not just saying that. Right after we gave that report, Rob Holly, Bill Holly, it's a 36-inch black drum. They had 3 of them on, and this one finally broke off. I mean, before we caught this one, they all broke off. But that's the Lynnhaven Bridge, and they're, like I say, a lot of fun to catch. They're heavy, not good to eat. I would recommend you releasing them and catch them again next weekend. But a lot of fun to catch. All right. Good job, Rob. Jason Shingler, a fishing guide here, Jason is a good, this is a Goliath grouper. Jason is a really good fisherman and had his crew out and caught that big old Goliath, and I got the details on it. I know Jason, and he got it. It took a while to get it up. You can imagine, I forget how long, I want to say maybe 45 minutes, an hour, but whatever. Once he got it up, Jason revived him. You know, they're not legal to keep, and most people will keep them anyway. So Jason got him revived, and he said he swam right back down. So he's going to catch them again with another crew. Okay, I think y'all saw this one. Mason put out on my screensaver. Let's see, I got a couple other pictures here. Let me show you this one right here. This is Junior Kelly. Junior, look at that mess of mullet that he got up there around Tyndall. You can't see Junior's face, which is probably good, but I just kidding. Junior's a good cast net man, and he gets into those mullet big time. That is a good place. They go to that same area. He and his lovely wife, Pam Peterson Kelly. All right, one of my former basketball players on the right-hand side is Sherry Nelson Etienne. Sherry went fishing, red snapper fishing that first day with a crew, and they called it a good job, Sherry. Sherry and his twin sister, Carrie, played basketball for me back in the late 80s. It was just tickled to see her catching it. Now, Stacy Hartzog, now, if you remember the show we had on Monday, if we're going up there fishing at the Hartzog's, up there close to Chipley, between Vernon and Chipley, we had the most fun. We caught a lot of freshwater fish. It was so kind and generous of Stacy to invite us up there, and boy, we loved this place. Mason and Isaac, my grandson and his buddy from Tennessee, they just fell in love with that place. That big old pole barn and just a beautiful place. On the video, we didn't get to show the food after it was cooked. It was delicious. We got busy, started eating, so we didn't show. But I told Gail we should have showed some of that food. But anyway, Stacy called me Monday. And he's gone from freshwater. He's an outdoorsman. I told him he needs to do an outdoor show, as much outdoor stuff as he does. He's amazing. And he called me Monday morning, wanted to know what the King report was. I said, they're out there. And about 10 minutes later, he sent me this picture. And then he also caught a snapper. He couldn't keep a snapper because he's recreational. But they were all over the place. He said dolphins. But look how pretty that water was this past Monday. So okay, that catches up on, we got some more pictures, and I'll just show them to you later. We got some special things coming up. So anyway, let's go ahead and take our break, and we'll come right back. Welcome back. Again, glad you're with us, and it's been a great run on Studio B. Like I said, we're going to keep Studio B alive and active, and we're going to have all kind of versatility. We're going into another chapter of Panhandle Outdoors. I'm excited about it, and the feedback and all we got during this pandemic stage, it was just amazing to me. People, checked with me and everything, and really enjoyed it. Red snapper season opened this past Monday, 2 days ago, and you'll have memories pop up on Facebook. I just want to share my memory I got on Monday. Your memories on Facebook, 7 years ago. This is me and my son Chip, and we went over opening day, which was 7 years ago, 7 days in a week, so exactly 7 years ago. Anyway, I thought that was cool, and I'm not going. Our Seminole wind trip is this weekend, and I'm going to miss it for the first time ever. And I just decided just not to go this time. And there was a waiting list of people who want to take my place. So I hope I haven't been bumped out. I'm going to certainly go. Hopefully they'll have a fall snapper season, but we don't know yet. Let's go and check. I wanted down Cape the other day. I swung by Crooked Island Sound, and here it is right here. Davis Beach, people want to know. Davis Beach is open, and it's very active. I counted 11. I just took the picture out of my truck driving down there. 11 trucks and trailers down there at Davis Beach. This was like Monday or maybe Sunday. And of course, people ask about where can you find fiddler crabs. I've never been to Davis Beach and not seen fiddler crabs. This is because this place has been untouched by man and development. And this is what happens when it's untouched by man and development. It's natural. So a bunch of them are there. And anyway, so I wanted to just show that to you, Crooked Island Sound. But and I've heard of some truck break-ins and all kind of stuff there. I don't know, but a lot of people are still using it. They have big old boats from Georgia and all over the place there. So anyway, now let's go on this final segment we want to show. I want to do something special. And of course, having a birthday tribute to a 102-year-old is pretty special. So we started off that way, and we're going to end with this special here. This is a video, a little 3-minute video, and the reason it's special to me is done by a hometown boy, and y'all know I'm from Gaston County, and my roots are in West Gaston, and the creek my dad grew up on, and I still fish it some, is Teloja Creek. Well, this young man, Billy Dean, is a little bit younger than me. Billy Dean grew up in the same neighborhood I did, and our dads were both World War II veterans. His dad parachuted behind when D-Day invasion, his dad parachuted behind right there on D-Day, right there in France. He was one of the paratroopers and survived it, but his dad lost 2 brothers in World War II. So that was how the community had that kind of tradition and all. And Billy also, he played basketball at Quincy Monroe, got a basketball scholarship. But his dad had started a little country band out when he got out of the service, and Billy played a little bit and learned how to play guitar, and Billy loved music. So went to college, had a college basketball scholarship to a place out in Mississippi, and played 1 year, and he wanted to pursue country music. So all through the 90s, Billy Dean did real well. I wrote down, I didn't realize he did. He had 11 top 10 in the Billboard, he had 20 hits. He toured with the Judds, and Alan Jackson, all kind of people he toured with. But he was, one of my favorite songs that he wrote was called Billy the Kid, talking about himself when he was a kid riding his bicycle through the neighborhood. And that was the same neighborhood that I rode my bicycle through when I was a kid. So, we know each other, but he's a little bit younger than me. We didn't play ball or anything like that together. But he talks about, he did this video, he wrote a song about Gaston County. And this is a great video. Boy, when I saw it, I almost brought tears in my eyes, because if I could write a song about Gaston County, I would write that about Teloja Creek. Teloja Creek is in there. He shows a lot of pictures. You're gonna see a picture of the tobacco barn where we all worked in tobacco. And I got special permission, I got it written down right here, special permission from Billy to put this on Panhandle Outdoors. So he cleared it with me, and Billy's just a great guy. His mom still loves his mom. He dotes, and he just has a wonderful relationship with his mom, and it's just great to have somebody from a place like Quincy to be that successful in country music. And like I say, he still does. He has a place in St. George Island, and he was doing a podcast during the pandemic. He was about once or twice a week. He would come on like 6 or 7, and all kind of people. He'd get on the back porch and just play music, and it was just wonderful. And we listen to him sometime too. But in our lives, in all of our lives, we have these growing up, especially in this area, the creeks. It could be Holmes Creek. It could be Saul's Creek down that way. We fish Holmes Creek. Everybody's got a creek. Everybody has a special creek that means a lot to them. And mine is Teloja Creek, and it starts up there in Gaston County and weaves on down into Liberty County and comes out into the Ocklawaha River. And it just has special fond memories of it. And it's one of those situations where at my granddad's place, that little creek you've seen me walk down to and drink water out of, that little creek goes into Teloja Creek. And I just have this bond about that. And then Billy came out with this song, and I was in awe. And he shows West Gaston, in Gaston County. A little bit of pictures when he went to play basketball at Quincy Monroe, and just different, really cool stuff. So we're going to end the show with this video with Billy Dean talking about our home county, and I just appreciate him doing it. And so we're going to wrap it up. Thank y'all. I'm going to close out here and then go to the video, and I'll see y'all tomorrow right here from Studio A. So y'all have a great day. Do something good for your fellow man, and God bless you.
Take me back. I grew up beside that shade tobacco barn on the backside of my granddaddy's farm, next to the creek where we used to swim, and I learned to play guitar from my Uncle Jim. Won't you take me back where I fell in love to the sway of Mary's hips, and our first kiss still lingers on my lips. Some things a young man won't ever forget, and I feel you, Mary, on a night like this. I go back in time when I laid you down under that lonely pine on the banks of Teloja, where I used to hold 17, I couldn't wait to get away from Panhandle poor, that sunshine state. Well, I've been a lot of places, but I've been away too long. There comes a time, you know it's time to go home. Take me back in time, when I laid you down under that lonely pine, on the banks of Toloja, where I used to hold you, that favorite spot of mine, just inside that Gadsden County line. You don't know what you love until you leave it. You don't know what you had until you need it. So when it comes my time, won't you lay me down under that lonely pine, on the banks of Toloja, just like I told you, that favorite spot of mine, just inside that Gadsden County line, just inside that Gadsden County line. Oh, won't you take me back? Whoa, won't you take me back, take me back, take me back?
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.